This slide shows, 3/4 of the prison population in England and Wales being sentenced for serious offences. And I doubt that's very different here in Scotland. And what's driven the increase in the prison population in England and Wales is not the overuse of short sentences, although they are very undesirable, but longer sentences for equivalent serious offences. As I say, I'm not sure of the situation here in Scotland, but the situation in Wales illustrates the point sharply. If you want to reduce the prison population, you have to do something about sentence length for serious offenders. If you seriously believe that people are capable of change and rehabilitation, even after serving long sentences, and that prisoners should be treated decently and humanely, then that applies to prisoners, even those prisoners whose crimes shock and appall you. There's also a danger, I believe, that in emphasising the disadvantage that many prisoners suffer, we characterise them as helpless victims of their circumstances, not fully responsible for their offences. But it seems to me that if we deny prisoners have agency, that they made bad choices that landed them in prison, it seems to me we also make it difficult to argue that they're capable of change, of making good choices that keep them out of trouble. Most prisoners, at any rate, young white men with no particular health problems, have mental health issues, and a third haven't tried drugs, with reasonable levels of education, and they've done a lot of harm. And it's comforting for those in favour of prison reform to blame craven politicians or the tabloid media, social media too now, I suppose, for the failure to reduce the size of the prison population. I think that's too easy. I think that politicians and the media are representing the views of constituents and readers, often from the most disadvantaged areas, whose lives are blighted by crime. And all too often, those you could characterise as liberal with a small L, a label I think could be applied to me, contribute to the view that the way we demonstrate our abhorrence of a crime is from the length of a prison sentence. So the answer to the crimes that I imagine many in this room rightly abhor: hate crime, violence against women, child abuse, police, political or corporate corruption, for instance. The answer that people tend to go for is a lengthy prison sentence. But the call for long sentences for particular types of offences leads to sentence inflation, longer sentences overall, and a growing prison population.